students, welcome once again. In today's video, we are going to discuss a very important topic from the index number that is called consumer price index number. So many times in examinations we are seeing a question from the consumer price index number. So I think this is a very important in index number. Two methods is so important. One is consumer price index number and second one may be the Fisher-Ideal index number. We will study Fisher-Ideal index number in later. In today's video, we will discuss what is consumer price index number. There are two methods for measuring consumer price index number. The very first method is we are having. The first method we are saying that is aggregative expenditure method. So first one method is aggregative expenditure method. Aggregative expenditure method. In this method, we get the consumer price index that is sigma P1 Q0 divided by sigma P0 Q0 multiplied by 100. For getting with the help of this method, for getting consumer price index number, we will having the multiplication of the current year price with the base year quantity, that is P1 Q0, divided by the base year multiplication of the base year quantity and base year price. Here we will say that Q0 is the quantity of base year, Q1 is the quantity of current year, P1 is the price of, P0 is the price of current year, price of base year, and P1 is the price of current year. So O for the base year, 1 for the current year. For getting aggregative expenditure method, the method is saying that it is related with the aggregates. It deal with the totals, not with individuals. So that method is called aggregative expenditure method. In that method, the very first we will calculate the value of P0 Q0 here, and then we will calculate the value of P1 Q1. For getting consumer price index number, the formula will be sigma P1 Q0 divided by sigma P0 Q0 multiplied by 100. So this is called aggregative expenditure method. There are two methods for the consumer price index number. The second method is called family budget method. First one is this and second one is called family budget method. In family budget method, consumer price index, that is sigma RW divided by sigma W. So W is called weight. If weight is not given, P0 Q0 will be treated as weight. For getting the R value, that is P1 P0 multiplied by 100. For getting R value, relatives. For getting the relatives, we are having the P1 divided by P0 multiplied by 100. With the help of this, we will get the value of R, and putting in this RW divided by sigma W, that is family budget method. Whether you are using aggregate expenditure method or using family budget method, the result will be same. There is no difference in the result is over there. Both methods are different, but the result will be same. So you are free to measure any of them. You are free to use any of the method, whether you can calculate consumer price index with the aggregate expenditure method, or whether you are free to calculate consumer price index with the family budget method. The result will be same. So firstly, I have taken a question. This question so many times in examination also there was. So the question is this, that item is given, a family use that item, that is wheat, rice, arhar dal, sugar, salt, oil, cloth, fuel and rent. The consumption in 2020 by the family is, the wheat consumption is 2 quintals, rice consumption is 1 quintal, arhar dal is 20 kg, sugar is half quintal, salt is 10 kg, oil is 10 kg, cloth is 20 meter, and fuel is 4 quintal, and rent is 1 house. The unit for that is given, that is per unit. The price is given per unit, per quintal. This price is for the base year. On base year, the wheat was 200 rupees per quintal, the rice was 320 rupees per quintal, arhar dal was 4 rupees 80 rupees per 4 rupees 80 paisa per kg, sugar is 8 rupees per kg, salt is 80 rupee per quintal, oil is 16 rupees per kg, cloth is 12 rupees per meter, fuel is 48 rupees per quintal, and rent of house is 200 rupees per rent. So for that we have to keep this. Firstly we are having Q0. The quantity will be kept by this. This will be the quantity. 2 quintal per quintal rate is we will write 2. Per quintal rate is given and consumption is also quintal, so we will write 1. Unit is per kg and here also kg, so we are having 20 kg. Per kg, sugar price is per kg. Per consumption in quintal, it means how many kg consumption is over there? 50 kg. What we are doing? We are getting the value of Q0. So firstly we will see the rate is given per quintal and quantity we have to write here per quintal. So here rate is 20 rupees, 200 rupees per quintal, and this is 2 quintal, so I have written 2. The rate is given 320 rupees per quintal and 1 quintal consumption is over there. The rate is kg and consumption is also in kg, so 20 I have written. The rate is per kg and consumption is in quintal, so it means the rate is per kg, so we have to write the consumption in kg also, जो half quintal is 50 kg. Now rate is per quintal and consumption is salt rate is given, that is per quintal rate is 80 rupees, but we are using only 10 kg, so 10 kg we have to convert in quintal, so that is 0.1, because 10 divided by 100, that is 0.1. Next, oil is given 16 rupees per kg and rate is also given per kg, so we will write here 10. Now cloth is given, rate of cloth is given per meter and 20 meter is over there, so we will write here 20. Per quintal rate is given, 4 quintal is over there, so 4 quintal, and 200 to 201 is over there. So the very first we will write the quantity for that. Now we will require P0 Q0 and require P1 Q0. For getting simple aggregative method, we require two things. First one, P1 Q0. So this is P1, this is Q0, and this is P0 Q0, and this is P1 Q1. So firstly we will calculate value of P0 Q0. So 200 multiplied by 2, that is 400. 320 multiply 1, so that will be 320. Next 20 multiply by 4 rupees 80 paisa. 4 rupees 80 paisa, consumption is 20, so 96. 50 multiply by 8, that is 400. 80 multiply by 0.1, 80 multiply by 0.1, that is 8 rupees. 16 multiply by 10, so 160. 12 multiply by 20, that is 240. 48 multiply by 4, that is 192. 200 multiply by 1, so 200. So the total of this is 2016, that is sigma P1 Q0. Now we want P1 Q1, so this is P1, Q0, P1 Q0, 400 multiplied by 2. First one, 400 multiplied by 2, that is 800. 440 multiplied by 1, that is 440. 11.20 multiplied by 20, that is 224. 12 multiplied by 50, that is 600. 120 multiplied by 0.1, that is 12. 32 multiplied by 10, 320. 20 multiplied by 20, 400. 60 multiplied by 4, 240. And 300 multiplied by 1, that is 300. So the addition of this is 3336 sigma P1 Q0. So we have calculated the value of P0 Q0 and value of P1 Q0. So consumer price index, simple aggregative method. So formula is consumer price index, that is sigma P1 Q0 divided by sigma P0 Q0 multiplied by 100. So the simple aggregative method is very simple. Just we have to write the formula for that, that is sigma P1 Q0 divided by sigma P0 Q0 multiplied by 100. So that will be 3336 divided by 2016 multiplied by 100. In simple aggregative method, just we have to use this divided by 2016, that is 167.5. So the consumer price index will be 165.476, 165.47, or we can write 165.5. So with the help of agriculture aggregative expenditure method, we are having, this is aggregative expenditure method. For that we are having current year aggregate expenditure divided by base year aggregate expenditure. So this formula is, this is the base year, this is the current year aggregate expenditure, this is called aggregate expenditure method. So formula for this current year aggregate expenditure divided by base year aggregate expenditure multiply by 100. So current year aggregate expenditure is 3336, base year aggregate expenditure is 2016. So sigma P1 Q0 divided by sigma P0 Q0 multiplied by 100. So we are getting, that is 165.5. This is our index number with the help of aggregate expenditure method. If we will use the family budget method, so first see aggregate expenditure method, that is aggregate expenditure of current year divided by aggregate expenditure of base year multiply by 100. So aggregate expenditure, that is sigma P1 Q0 but as sigma P0 Q0 multiply by 100. So it's very simple. With the help of this you can easily calculate, that is aggregate expenditure method. Now family budget method also we are having. For same question we can use the family budget method also. So as we know that what the family budget method is over there. So family budget method formula is family budget method. The formula is consumer price index, that is sigma RW divided by sigma W, or W is P0 Q0 and R is P1 but P0 multiplied by 100. These things we have to. So the very first we want P0, we want P1, Q0, Q1, P0, Q0. With the help of this question also we can having this. Because this is W. Now we will calculate. We doesn't require this. Okay. First we required R. Value of R is P1 but P0 multiplied by 100. And next is RW we require. Okay. So the very first R is P1 but P0. 400 by 200 multiplied by 100. 400 divided by 200 multiplied by 100, that is 200. Okay. Next one. 440 divided by 320. 440 divided 320 multiplied by 100. 137.5. What we are doing? Listen. This is our P1, this is our P0. So R value is P1 divided by P0 multiplied by 100. So we have done 400 divided by 200 multiplied by 100. 440 divided by 320 multiplied by 100. Okay. Next one. 11.2 divided by 4.8 multiplied by 100. 233.33. Next is 12 divided by 88, 150. Next 120 divided by 80 multiplied by 100, 150. 32 divided by 16 multiplied by 100, 200. 20 divided by 12 multiplied by 100, that is 166.7. 60 divided by 48 multiplied by 100, that is 125. And last 300 divided by 200, that is 150. So the very first we have calculated the value of, for family budget method, the very first we have calculated the value of R. So nothing, R is nothing, but only P1 divided by P0 multiplied by 100, that is 200. Then 440 divided by 320 multiplied by 100, 11.2 divided by 4.8 multiplied by 100, 12 divided by 8 multiplied by 100, 120 divided by 80 multiplied by 100. We have calculated. Now multiplication of this is W and this is R. So first one is 400 divided by 200, that is 80,000. Now 320 multiply 137.5, that is 44,000. Now 233.3 multiply by 96, that is 2239, 22,396.8. Now 400 multiply by 150, that is 60,000. 8 multiply 150, 8 multiply 150, that is 1200. 160 multiply 200, that is 32,000. 166.7 multiply 240, that is 40,008. Then 192 multiply 125, that is 24,000. 200 multiply 150, that is 30,000. So the addition of this is 33,604.8. So this is sigma W and this is sigma W. For getting family budget consumer price index, that is sigma RW divided by sigma W. So 33360 4.8 divided by 2016. So the value of divided by 2016. So 165.47. 165.47, or we can write 165.5. So the same answer is over there. We have done the same question with both of the method. The very first we have used, that is called aggregative expenditure method. In aggregative expenditure method, we have calculated sigma P1 Q0 divided by sigma P0 Q0 multiplied by 100. But in family budget method, we treated as the value of P0 Q0 is W, and then we have calculated the value of R, that is P1 divided by P0 multiplied by R. Getting the value of R multiplied by W, we are having RW, and then putting in the formula consumer price index number with the family budget method, sigma RW divided by sigma W. So sigma RW value is that and sigma W value is this. So we are getting the same answer is over there. So any type of the question is over there from the consumer price index number. You can use a aggregate expenditure method or family budget method. The result will be same. So I think this video, with the help of this video, you may be learn how to calculate consumer price index number with the help of the family budget method or aggregative expenditure method. Thank you.